YouTube, what it do? This is HxnchxTV. You now tuned in to my latest drop, and if you made it this far, go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back, and just know your time is highly respected and greatly appreciated here on this channel. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
Sisters, I tell you, this whole coffee date thing really got me concerned about some of you single black women. Listen to Auntie Angela. I'm 54. Let me just hip you onto something, okay? Jesus. The whole point of a date, when a man asks you out, is first he's showing interest. And with men, most men, they're not going to offer to spend a dime on you if they're not interested in you. Do you understand?
Keyword. Notice she said men. Men, not boys. Men.
After a man gets to know you and he really is falling for you, honey, he will give you whatever you want without even asking. That's just how the heart of a man is once you've gained his heart. But he's not going to go out here and spend goo gobs of money on you, and he don't even really know your middle name. Sis, he asking you for coffee. See, the problem is some of you all, especially you youngins, you sisters in your 20s, and I don't know how old that woman was, but you all, he got to buy me this and he got to have this money. Shut your stupid young mouth up. Just shut up. The whole point of getting together with someone is, one, to share and love and life together, to make it easier. Two, you can build together. You simple-minded young women who talking about he got to have this and he got to have all this. What do you have besides a vagina? We all got that, women. Besides that, what else do you have? Oh, some of you sisters ain't gonna like what I'm about to say, but I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, you want this man to have all this, do all that. Your simple ass can't even cook. You can't clean. You can't hold a conversation. What's the last book you read? Can you manage a checkbook? Can you pay bills? Hell, do you know how to raise children? Like, come on. What are you doing with yourself? Again, but you got good wop? Come on, please. After a certain age, wop is just wop. Coffee. You will turn down a decent man. And some of y'all are single. Let me tell you another reason some of y'all are single. I want a man, and he got to be saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled, fire baptized, running for his life for Jesus. You know what you want? You want another woman, or you want a gay man in the church. Men are not going to express the emotion all the time that you will in church, running through the church, shouting in the church, dancing through the church. But that man may still silently love God as much or more so than you do. But you so simple-minded and churched. You want a husband. My husband, I want to be like Pastor. You don't know if Pastor going home whooping First Lady's ass or cheating on her with another boy in the church. Well, you sisters don't want to hear this. Some of y'all are single because you turn down good men because they're not saved enough. Girl, please, you so crazy. As long as he loves God and has a respect for the Creator and respects you, you sound like a fool. And then there are you delusional heifers. Well, his job ain't. Bitch, if he drives a trash truck, he has a job and benefits. Who gives a damn? And you belittle that man. So what if he works at the post office? He's a postman. He has a job and he's trying. And if you were the helpmeet that you could be, you can work together and elevate one another, simple.
Protect this queen at all fucking costs, people. I mean, body armor, Teflon, shield, bulletproof glass, explosion-proof door. We need to protect her at all fucking cost. All fucking cost, bro.
And lastly, and this really gonna hurt some of you sisters, and I'm sorry, but Auntie Angie gotta be honest with you, okay?
Go ahead,
And this is for
Auntie.
especially some of you real delusional sisters out here, okay?
Go ahead, Auntie.
There is a certain aesthetic, physical aesthetic, that certain men in a high caliber tax bracket wants. And I'm sorry, your aesthetic is not it. I'm sorry. There are men who roll in a certain circle of financial wealth and power, have a certain woman on their arm and what she looks like. And the majority, unfortunately, it ain't you. Now, I'm not telling you to settle, but what I'm telling you is you can hold out for for the black Don Juan if you want, honey, with all the money, wealth, and power. But you better come with it too, physically. First and foremost, physically, because they're sight driven first. Then second, you better be able to hold a conversation or know how to just sit down, be pretty, and shut the fuck up. Either way, you better know how to play your position. But some of you not even savvy enough to know, once you have been in the presence of that type of man, how you need to operate and flow. Because some of those men, they don't want you telling them nothing. They don't want you to be nothing but a trophy piece. And then there are others who want you to add to their growth. But you don't even have a high school diploma, sis, or a college degree. He working on what, 3 PhDs? Can you spell PhD? Come on, black women. Coffee. You missing out. Because you would not go out on a coffee date? How do you know that man didn't own the coffee shop? Come on, sisters.
All right. Now, there's a lot to unpack in this clip right here. And a lot of y'all women out there, or a lot of y'all females, I should say, out there, would say she's a pick me, right? The reality of it is, when you talk about a woman being a pick me, this woman is actually spitting some fucking game and trying to enlighten y'all so y'all can get out of this fucking matrix world that y'all live in, thinking that a real man is gonna just come to you, shower you with all this money and gifts and shit without even knowing shit about you, bro. Right? And that was her first point. Now, she keeps mentioning coffee date because apparently there's this trend going around where a bunch of fucking females is complaining and saying that they not accepting a coffee date as a first fucking date. Now, from my perspective, and what I know or what I believe to be true is a lot of these women that saying they won't accept a coffee date as a first date are simple minded females, like she said, or are young minded. They're not mature enough to understand the complexity of just having a human to human connection and just genuinely getting to know someone, right? To them, getting to know them would be spending money on them, taking them to the mall, fancy dates, fancy fucking restaurants, and the whole fucking shebang, right? Without the dude knowing anything about you. That is where the big disconnect is when it comes to females and males, right? And don't get it twisted. There are men out there or boys out there that will trick on females, right? But just that, they will trick on females. She's not talking about these individuals. She's talking about a grown ass man, someone that wants to build, whether it's a relationship, wealth, financial stability. She's talking about a full blown man that actually wants to get something out of it, not someone that just want to hit it and quit that shit. So don't get what she's saying twisted. But what she's saying is legit and it's 100% true. Most men will not pull out their wallet and spend money on a female that they just don't fucking know. It makes zero sense. Now, when it comes to a coffee date with a woman, it shouldn't matter if it's a coffee date, if it's a walk in the park. Hell, it shouldn't matter if it was at fucking flipping out, bro. The whole point of a man asking a woman out, regardless of where it is, excluding being at his home or whatever the case may be, the point of asking a woman out, if a man genuinely likes you, is to get to know you, to see a different side of you, to kind of see if you fit what he's looking for, right? But to come into a situation expecting a man to throw a whole fucking 5-star buffet at you, take you on a whole shopping spree at Saks Fifth and all this other shit, like, y'all gotta stop being delusional and get into reality. You know what I mean? Because all of the good men, at least most of the good men, are tax-paying citizens working normal fucking jobs. Whether it's a plumber, whether it's in fucking management, whether it's, being a garbage truck driver, sanitation, whatever it is, a teacher. That's where all the good men are. And we live in a time where a lot of females, they overlook that shit because of his occupation. How about you actually get to know this brother? You know what I mean? And actually see him up on this coffee date and talk to him. See where his mind at. See where his heart is at. You know what I mean? Like, what happened to trying to learn about this person's hobbies and what they like to do on their spare time? How was they growing up? Where are they from? How many siblings do they got? What happened to those genuine questions? Everything is all evolved around money. What can you do for me? Can you pay my rent? Just say you're a prostitute if that's what you want to be. That's it. Just say it. Just say you're a prostitute. Right? Now, as far as the point where she mentioned, females wanting a man to be, over and or we're overly joyed and, highly emotional and shit when it comes to talking about the man above and stuff like that. When it comes to talking about a man emotionally, I can definitely vouch for that. As a man, we are not emotional creatures. We are known for really suppressing how we really feel, but knowing that whatever we do feel it there, and when we need to show that, we will show it, right? And what I mean by that is, if I'm a son to the Father above, I don't need to be running around up and down the fucking streets screaming, "Lord is my Savior," with a Bible in my hand and shit like that. I don't need to do that. I have my conversations with the man himself when I need to have my conversations with him. He knows I speak to him, and that's between me and him. I don't need to express it the way females express it or the way they express it in church. So that portion of it, yes, she's 110% correct. And I do get that portion of it. When it comes to women not wanting to date men with a normal job or occupation, blue collar, white collar job, that is the problem. Women are being fed so much fucking dog food, watching social media and how these celebrities are living and all this extra shit, being exposed to how these divas and these video vixens is living. It's manipulating their mind and they're being blinded by reality. They're too busy trying to compare their lives to other people instead of sitting back and looking at the reality of this shit, right? What a lot of people fail to realize is we only see the top 5% of artists in the industry, NBA players in the league, movie actors, wrestlers, whatever the fuck it is. We are only seeing the top 5% of these people when there are thousands and thousands of other ones that's not in that top 5%. The point that she's making and that I'm trying to make is there are plenty of good men out in the sea. They are just being overlooked because nobody wants a man that works a regular 9 to 5. And that is the fucking problem. If you want a good man, get you a man that can stay committed to a fucking job. Get you a man that can stay committed to taking care of his kids. Get you a man that can stay committed to paying his fucking bills on time, paying his rent, his car note, his phone bill. Get you that type of man. But I digress. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this clip in the comment section. This is HxnchxTV. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I'll make sure I get more content like this to y'all. I'll see y'all on the next drop. Peace.